So the next one we're gonna do is gonna be spin around armbar from knee on belly. Same concept that we're doing, but instead of attacking the near side armbar, we're gonna attack the far side armbar. So as we're here, he's doing the same scenario. He's getting that foot, that knee off his stomach, and he's pushing me off of his hip, right? But this arm's gonna be a little bit more bent, so it's gonna be harder for me to pull it up. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fight for this underhook since I'm putting pressure on my knee with it, and I'm gonna grab onto his shoulder. Once I'm here, I still wanna do the same thing, and I wanna base across. But as I'm here, I'm almost lifting his shoulder up, and I'm gonna whip my heel around his head. Once I'm here, I'm gonna drop my knee, and I'm gonna slide underneath. I wanna make sure that my chest is blocking his arm right here so he can't pull it from underneath me. Okay, now from right here, I'm gonna keep on spinning and pinching my knees as tight as possible. I want this hand to be at my hip. The reason why is because I want this elbow to be at my chest. If I'm here, it's too loose. So what I wanna do is I wanna go here and look at, grab onto my hip. That's gonna be full extension when I actually sit back. Now, the way that he's sitting down right now is very important because his grip, right? If his knuckles are towards the outside, I don't want to start pulling his hand towards this side, right? So what I'm going to do is I have my heel curling, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to fall to my right hip, and then I'm going to circle towards the middle. If he's grabbing the opposite way, I would do the same thing, but just falling the opposite way. I never want to fall towards the direction of the opposite, right? So if it was, I don't want to fall this way if his knuckles are towards this side. I want to fall towards this side. So I'm going to fall to my left hip, pinch my knees, and then circle around towards the middle. So once again, from different angle. So we're going to be here, knee on belly. I'm going to get this underhook, control the shoulder, base over. As I lift him up a little bit, I'm gonna bring my heel around his head, dropping my knee next to his shoulder, and I wanna pull this arm towards my chest. Keep on spinning around, pinching my knees together, grabbing onto my hip. As I was saying before, I'm curling my heel at his armpit. I'm gonna grab on his wrist, and I'm gonna fall to my right hip because that's the direction that his knuckles are going. Boom. And then I'm gonna circle towards the middle. So I go 2-on-1 on that arm to finish the arm bar. This whole time, I'm always pinching my knees. Never think that you're pinching your knees too much. You're always gonna keep on pinching your knees until you get the full arm bar. So once again, with knee on belly, I'm gonna fight for that underhook, grab onto that shoulder, face over, lift them up as I bring my leg over. I just wanna bring my knee basically behind his shoulder. And I'm gonna keep on sliding through, lifting up my knee. This sense, look at, I'm curling my heel on his shoulder. He has his knuckles towards the outside or towards the inside. So I'm gonna fall that direction, and then I'm gonna circle towards the middle, finishing up with the arm bar. One more time. Knee on belly. I'm fighting for that underhook. I'm gonna base over his head, and I'm just gonna lift him up a little bit so I can bring this leg around and drop my shoulder right underneath his shoulder, drop my knee right next to his shoulder. Keep on turning, grab onto your hip, grab onto his wrist, pinch your knees, fall to my right hip to break that grip, and then circle towards the middle as his knuckles facing up. And that's gonna be our spin around arm bar from knee on belly.